Now that we know about both major scales, which is foundational, and triads, another foundational concept, we're going to combine those two concepts into a new structure that I think is going to blow your mind. And here's the idea. Major scales give birth to families of triads. And maybe a better way to say that is that hidden inside, here we have the A major scale, hidden inside this sequence is a family of triads. And in fact, it's a family of 7 triads, one triad that begins on each of the scale degrees of the A major scale. And so we're going to figure out what they are, and here's how we're going to do it. Let's figure out what the first triad is. So the first triad is going to start on the letter A. And now I'm going to use a special technique. I'm going to take A, I'm going to skip over the second scale degree, and I'm going to figure out what is the next scale degree, and that is here, C sharp. And if I play this little hopscotch game, every single time I do that so I'm going to start on one scale degree and then move 2 over, that's going to give me either a minor third or a major third. And so remember, we're figuring out what our triads are, and triads are built by stacking 2 thirds. And so using this technique of little hopscotch game, I'm going to be able to figure out these triads. So we have A, we have C sharp, and then the next one, hopscotch over 4, is going to be 5, which is E. All right, A, C sharp, and E. Those are the notes in our first triad. What is that triad? Well, I think I recognize that one from our work that we did in this video. A, C sharp, and E is the A major triad. Okay? So that's the first chord in A major. That makes sense. The A major triad is the first chord. All right, what's the second chord? The second chord is going to start on the second scale degree of A major, which is B. Okay, and let's play our little hopscotch game. So B, skip over the third, go to the 4. That's D. Now skip over the 5, go to the 6, and that is F sharp. And so what do we have here? We have B, we have D, we have F sharp. From B to D, that's a minor third. From D to F sharp, that's a major third. And so that is a minor third, major third. That means it's a minor triad. So we have the B minor triad. Okay, let's keep going. So C sharp is the starting note of our next and third chord. We're going to hopscotch over 4, go to the 5, that's E. Hopscotch over the 6 and go to the 7, that's G sharp. We have C sharp to E, that's a minor third. E to G sharp, that's a major third. And so minor third plus major third, that's another minor chord starting on C sharp. C sharp minor triad. Okay, moving on. Our fourth chord starts on the fourth scale degree, which is D. Hopscotch over 5, go to F sharp. Hopscotch over 7, go to A. So D, F sharp, this is a major third. From F sharp to A is a minor third. Major third plus a minor third is a major triad. So we have another major triad. D major triad. Next, the fifth scale degree is E, and so hopscotch, land on the G sharp, hopscotch, land on the B. From E to G sharp, that's a major third. And just real quick, how do I know that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 half steps is a major third. And then from G sharp to B, 1, 2, 3. 3 half steps is a minor third. So major third plus a minor third is going to give me another major triad. So I have E major triad. And 2 more chords. So starting on the 6th scale degree, we have F sharp. And then the hopscotch over 7, we have A. Hopscotch over B, we have C sharp. Okay, and so this is F sharp to A is a minor third, from A to C sharp is a major third. And we have F sharp minor triad. Last but not least, starting on our 7th scale degree, which is G sharp, hopscotch over the 1, we get B. Hopscotch over the 3, we get D. G sharp, B, and D, we have a minor third and a minor third, and looks like we have our very first and only diminished triad. So we have a G sharp diminished triad. All right. So This is like, these are the 7 chords that are hidden inside the A major scale. Of course, if I were to continue on, the next note would be the 8th chord, but of course that's the same as the 1 chord. And so I don't need to go any further than these 7 chords. And these 7 triads are all that exists inside A major. Now I have a fancy shorthand for this, which is using Roman numerals. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a capital Roman numeral letter for a major triad. I'm going to use a lowercase for a minor. So we have the first chord, which is a capital I, second chord, lowercase double I, third chord, which is a lowercase triple I, fourth chord, which is a uppercase IV, fifth chord, which is an uppercase V, sixth chord, which is a lowercase VI, and the seventh chord, for a diminished triad, we're going to use a very special thing, and that is the degree symbol. The degree symbol is what we use to denote a diminished triad. Minor, so we have a lowercase VII and then the diminished degree symbol. So here we have our Roman numerals. Now, you probably know what I'm about to say, which is that because this is a formula, and because I can just copy and paste this formula to start on any note I want to, this sequence of major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished will exist no matter what note I start on. And so let's prove it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make this my special formula, so that I'm going to pull this note in. Instead of just typing the letter A, and I'm going to make it a formula. And then I'm going to copy that formula everywhere. Like this. And then I'm going to remake this nice and pretty. And so now, if I were to take this sequence and move it to, say, I want to know all the chords that are in G, if I just copied and pasted, here, there we have it. I would have all my chords in G. So I'd have G, B, D, the next chord would be A, C, E, etc. And so why don't we do an example where we actually just really prove that this is true, that this major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished thing is going to be true. So here we're going to look at all of the chords in D major. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and I'm going to paste it here for the D major scale. And then I'm going to take my formula here, and I'm just going to copy and paste it into here. Okay, now let me get rid of this for a minute. So let's take a look at it. These are all the chords in D major that I just used with a copy-paste of my formula. And so we have the first chord in D major, which is the 1 and the 3 and the 5 of the scale, is D, F sharp, and A. From here to here is a major third, from here to here is a minor third. And so that's a D major triad. So E to G, minor third, G to B, major third, that's E minor triad. F sharp to A, minor third, A to C sharp, and F sharp, minor triad. And you can see these Roman numerals are actually turning out to be accurate. Of course they are, because everything is a formula. And so this is going to be the G major triad. This is going to be the A major triad. Starts on A. This is going to be the B minor triad. This is going to be the C sharp diminished triad. Pretty cool. So now you can imagine that I do this for every scale, and I can discover all the triads that are inside each of the scale. So let me get rid of this D stuff for a minute. So here we're back with our A major triads. And I'd like to ask the question, is there a name, is there like a special word that you can use to just say, these are all the chords that are blank to the A major scale? That means they're inside the scale. And yeah, that word is diatonic. Diatonic means inside the scale. Big scary word, very simple meaning. Diatonic, inside the scale. And so the way you use that word is you say, all right, these are the triads that are diatonic to the A major scale because they're all the chords that are inside of it. And so in this exercise that we did with all the D chords, these are all the chords that are diatonic to the D major scale. And you can imagine doing that exercise for any one of these letters and building a big fat table that has all of the diatonic chords for every single key. So we're going to finish off this video pretty quickly here, and here's the kind of the punchline of that. Like if I were to take these notes and then scrunch them together, and then take these notes and scrunch them together, and then build a table, it would look like this. All my triads in A major, B minor, C sharp minor, D major, E major, F sharp minor, G sharp diminished, with their respective three notes right here. This is that table. And so I'm not going to build this table for all the keys, but I wanted you to see what this table would look like for the key of A major with the Roman numerals on the left here.